Starship Rocket. What is it made out of? By Casey Liu. How do you go to space? With a rocket, of course. But what is a rocket? A rocket is a cylindrical projectile that can be propelled to a great height or distance by the combustion of its contents. What type of rocket is there? Rockets can come from different countries, agencies, and have different purposes. Rockets have different types of sizes and unique characteristics, and can also have different materials, fuels, and capabilities. What rocket should you use? I picked the Starship. The Starship Rocket. 120 meters tall, 9 meters in diameter, and it has a payload to 100 plus ton to LEO. It is two stages, first called Super Heavy, and it has 29 sea-level Raptor engines. Second is also called Starship, and it has 3 sea-level and 3 vacuum engines. It's 100% reusable, use Methalox fuel made by a SpaceX company, and it can go to the moon in later and future missions to Mars. What is it made out of? The main substance is SE304 stainless steel alloy, SX500 Inconel, liquid methane, and liquid oxygen. What is 304 stainless steel? Stainless steel is a form of steel alloy made of pure metal elements. It is used in the main body of the Starship rocket and mostly commonly used for aviation and building. Properties include corrosion resistance, high tensile strength and durability, temperature resistance, easy formability, and low maintenance, and shiny and recyclable. The composition of the material is austenitic and stainless steel. It contains iron, chromium, nickel, and in some other cases other metals. The alloy structure is austenitic, which means it has austenite. It contains nickel and chromium for great strength, resistance to heat and corrosion to supplement the iron-based alloy. What is SX500 Inconel? Inconel is an austenitic super alloy that are made out of pure metal elements. It is used in the components of the Raptor engines. It is also commonly used throughout aerospace history. The properties include high strength and temperature, extreme oxidation resistance, and over 800 atmospheric pressure. Structure of Inconel. Inconel is also austenitic. It is mostly made out of nickel and chromium that creates its super properties. The austenitic structure can be made as a single-phase standard cubic crystal structure. This helps with the stress and creep or continuous mechanical stress since there is no battery layers to cause creep. We can print the single structure with a 3D printer like EBM printers. This helps with the cost and time efficiency. What's the stuff that fuels the Starship rockets? The rocket runs on liquid methane and liquid oxygen, Methalox. Both liquid methane and oxygen is covalent bond as it concentrates of nonmetals. Fun fact, the Raptor engine is a full-flow stage combustion engine, and it can produce 2 meganewtons of thrust. Part 2. Methalox. Methane as fuel, oxygen as oxidizer. The fuel is manufacturable on Mars. Efficiency is ISP is 459 seconds, fuel ratio 3.7 to 1, methane density is 442 grams per liter. Why is this important? Starship realized the best fuel for Mars production and reusability, as other fuels have different variables that may change the rocket's capability. Methane and oxygen. Both elements can be stored as a cryogenic liquid. Methane bond. Methane is one carbon that bonds to 4 hydrogen molecules. Benefits of cryogenic fuel. Cryogenic increases density and performance. This will help overall engine performance. Opposition to space exploration. Cost. Most rockets cost millions to billions of dollars. Environment. Damage to the ecosystem if unregulated. Long-term investment. Risky investment and slow government action. Counter-argument for space exploration. Compared to the airline industry, rockets' emissions are non-existent. Rocket CO2 outputs at 59% E to-5. Airline industry produces 40,300 times more than the spaceflight industry. During the Apollo missions, NASA spent over $1.29 billion per Saturn V rocket. Starship is expected to cost as low as $100 million due to the 100% reusability. Government agencies are partnering with commercial space companies like SpaceX to increase production and competition. Why is space very important? Space is important in all fields of science. Examples include GPS, MR scans, and advancements in microtech. Continuous advancements in technology can be brought back on Earth. How does Starship contribute? Starships will have the lowest payload per cost in any rocket to date, better than the Falcon 9. The pricing and capabilities of the Starship will advance humanity into a spacefaring civilization. Thank you.
Created using Powtoon.